So, symbolism in your everyday life. What is it all about? Why is it happening? And how will you allow it to influence your life? I love these questions so much. This was sent in by a subscriber, and I love answering subscriber questions. If you are not a subscriber, I would love your support and like the video if it resonates for you. Thank you. So, what is symbolism? I like to give examples of my own life. For me, I notice symbolism, and I'd love to hear in the comments what transpires for you. I find feathers almost every day, repeating numbers. Animals will come to me, maybe an animal that I've never ever seen before. I also, just really interesting experiences of like, well, that's fascinating because I was just thinking about this and now it's transpiring for me. And what is that all about? Which leads you to the third question is, how will I allow it to influence my life? Because we always have a choice. No matter what's transpiring, we always have a choice of what we're going to do with that. And that's the beauty of life on earth. We have free will. So what does it mean when you find a feather? Let's go with feather, because that's one that's so common for me. I find them almost every day. So for me, it started what started for me first was I started recognizing the fact that I had a relationship with my guardian angels. And what then started happening is on my spiritual path, as I would get a prompt, something to do or something to say or an action to take that usually felt a little bit scary, once I would do it, what I kept finding over and over is that I would find a feather. And now I know without a shadow of a doubt that that is the way my angels communicate with me when I'm having thoughts or when I'm taking action that are in my heart, that are following my heart path and are honoring my soul journey. It's as if the angels are right before me, almost like a flower girl at a wedding. They're before me like, here, love, here's a feather. You're doing it. You're being so brave. We love you. That's how it feels now that I recognize what's transpiring. And I'm so, I see symbolism everywhere and it's such a part of my life. That's how I think of it. And I'm really curious to hear from you, like what kind of symbolism you're noticing or experiencing in your life. Another one for me is animals. Seeing different types of animals, seeing animals that I've never seen before. Or I remember last summer, I got to go hiking on this phenomenal hike and I saw a black bear. And I've seen black bear in the wild many times, but this one was a completely different experience. And I had a phenomenal spiritual experience in the presence of this black bear. And that kind of blew me away. And I got to do a whole session with this bear, which I know sounds fascinating, and it was fascinating. It was so beautiful. And so when we experience, symbolism in our life, it can be so many things: repeating patterns, numbers, feathers, animals, people, circumstances where, like you're like, I was just thinking of that and now it happened and I don't even know what that means. Like, how many times have we all said that? So then we ask, why is this happening? That's such a beautiful question. And the only one that can answer that is you. Unless you're going to a psychic medium or someone who is spiritually gifted, maybe further down the path than you are, and they can help give you some insight, which that's what I do. A little side note, I have one-to-one sessions available. You can click in my link tree. But you can ask yourself always, like, you are very, very wise. You can ask yourself, why is this happening? And then listen to the answer that comes, because I guarantee you, however you are being communicated with, the universe wants you to know. The universe wants you to know, like, this is for you to guide you on your way. I feel as though we get these little nudges here and there to kind of keep us on track, almost like bowling with, the rails. It's like symbolism is the rails at times, and it's like, no, over here. No, go over here, like this way. Come on over. It's like they excite us and keep us on track with these pretty little things like feathers, or oh, there's an animal, or there's repeating numbers. I keep seeing 1111 or 1212. What is going on? What is that all about? And it gets you curious. And in that curiosity, we start asking questions. And that is a very powerful place to be on your spiritual journey. And then the third thing I like to ask, and what the subscriber asks, is how will I allow it? How will you allow it to influence you? How will you allow it to integrate into your life? I'll share really quickly, like with the feathers, what I know now is that I expect to find feathers everywhere I go. I find feathers almost every day. Some days I'll find 2 or 3. Other days I'll find 30. It's amazing. And I get so excited every single time, like I'm 6 years old and I just found a Christmas present somewhere random, because I'm like, and then I stop and what I often do is I will take a step back and I'll go, what was I thinking about, or what was I feeling brave about? Because I know the angels right now are rewarding me, because like this is my reward. I have come to get highly attuned with my angels, and I will think back to like, oh yeah, I was thinking about starting that masterclass, or I was thinking about starting that other YouTube channel, and I'll know when I'm holding this feather that that's the angels being like, yes, do it. Like, we're here with you. We love you. Keep going. That's what symbolism is for me. And to take it one step further, there are times when I'm in one-to-one session with clients and animal spirit comes through, and that's symbolism. Maybe you see animals, maybe animal spirit comes to you, maybe you see animals out in the woods. That's a type of symbolism as well. And the animals, each animal represents something different. I know with my sister ceremony circles, we often see birds of prey, all kinds of birds, eagles, herons, hawks. I've seen vultures out there, all kinds of birds, and they all represent something different. And it is so powerful and so beautiful. So I encourage you to look for the symbolism in your life, what's transpiring. And when you find symbolism or a repeating pattern that keeps happening, take a step. This is part of spiritual journey and cultivating your own heart and your own path. Ask yourself, what am I to notice here, and where am I being brave, or what's being encouraged? Oftentimes, if you're quiet and you ask that question, you will be prompted with an answer. It's really powerful and it's really beautiful. I love answering subscribers' questions. If you have one, please put it in the comments for us. I am back. I took a few months off to do some really intense healing, and I'm back on YouTube, and I'm so excited. And I am working full time with Warrior Goddess Garden. I have an upcoming master course called Step into Still Point. The link for that to join, it's free. 3 evenings, and learning how to honor the whole woman, the physical, the energetic, emotional, and the spiritual part of being a woman. How do we integrate that and put it all together in a way that honors us as women, even when we're feeling like we're full of fear and we don't know how to move forward, or we want to start on this spiritual path, but it feels really scary and we don't have anybody in our life that will support us. Well, that's why I'm here. I will support you, and I want you in that masterclass. It's going to be really beautiful and really powerful for women. I also offer one-to-one sessions every single day. It's in my link tree. You just hit book a session. Super easy. You pick a time, you pay, and you get a Zoom link, and I will be meeting with you on the day you choose. I look forward to serving you, and I thank you for being here. So love to you.